Let's now shift down to the synaptic level of description for episodic memory, although we've already covered most of the mechanisms at this level before. For example, a completely new branch can be configured with silent synapses and strong inputs from the hippocampal system to the branch, and this branch will never be active unless it got hippocampal input. But if some of the silent synapses are getting input when the hippocampal inputs are active, and if the hippocampal input was strong enough, perhaps in practice several inputs from the hippocampal system to that branch, and the branch injects potential deeper into the dendrite, and shortly afterwards the neuron fires, resulting in a back-propagating action potential into the branch, then, as we've discussed before, the weights of the recently active silent synapses will be increased, leading to a branch that can detect the condition that was recently present, without the aid of the hippocampal system. In other words, a completely new combination of inputs has been recorded. Now, this is a relatively extreme instantiation of receptor field expansion, creating a new condition independent of any existing conditions. It may be valuable, for example, for making fairly clean separations between different episodic memories, but it is an extreme case that's fairly resource intensive. In a less extreme case, if a branch has a number of weighted synapses and will therefore detect some conditions in a range of circumstances, there could still be value in hippocampal system inputs resulting in branch firing in response to conditions somewhat beyond its current range. And that would result in synaptic weight increases that expanded its range of conditions. And remember that the action of the hippocampal system can be indirect, as we discussed for expansions that record information for episodic memory retrieval. If a branch had active inputs that didn't contribute to neuron firing and didn't have a direct input from the hippocampal system, but if the neuron fired anyway as a result of hippocampal system input elsewhere on the neuron, then if the back-propagating action potential is able to penetrate to the non-contributing branches, the synaptic weights on that non-contributing branch could increase even without a hippocampal system input directly to the branch. Now, at a deeper level of description, the synaptic weight change mechanisms described earlier in the course and the underlying chemistry are adequate to understand the episodic memory phenomena at the chemical levels of description.